Hello everyone, and welcome to another video by Tech Savvy Guy. Thank you for joining us. Today what we're going to talk about is just some quick simple ways to avoid viruses from surfing the web. I'll also show you just how to get free virus software on the internet. So if you would, just follow along. It should be a pretty short video. So what we're going to do to start is go down and open up our internet browser. Let's use Internet Explorer today so that everybody's on the same page, and everyone should have Internet Explorer. So you should be able to find that down here. And if you don't, left click the Start menu, go to All Programs, and then look up towards the top and you should have a button that says Internet Explorer, and left click that. That should open up our browser. Your home page may be a little bit different than mine. That's okay. We're going to go a little bit. We're going to go to a different place. So go up here to the top in your browser search bar and type in google.com. So we're going to go to Google page, and here we want to type in Firefox, and it should automatically search. If it doesn't, it's okay. Just left click the search button. That's going to bring us some links. So we want to left click the Firefox web browser. Once you have this page loaded, we want to go down here to the center of the screen where it says Firefox 3.6 and left click the free download. And that should open up a new window like you see on my screen. And what we want to do is we want to run this program after it's done downloading. So left click run. Amount of time depending on how fast your internet connection is. Once it's done, it'll pop up a new window, and we want to left click run. It'll take a couple of seconds. It's going to say, do you want to allow this program to install? We want to left click yes. And this will bring us up to our installer window. Here we want to left click next, leave it the same, left click next, use Firefox as my default browser, yes, we want to do that, so leave that box checked, and then click install. It's asking us, do we want to launch Firefox now? We'll leave that checked and left click finish once you get to this point. Do you want to import anything if you've been using Internet Explorer for a while? I would definitely leave this checked no matter what, just because it won't hurt anything. So we're going to have Microsoft Internet Explorer selected, left click next, and we can start with a Firefox start page and we can change that later. So left click next and then left click finish. This is going to launch our new Firefox browser. So what we can do now is we can close out our Internet Explorer so we don't get confused. So just click this, left click this window and left click the X. Now we're going to left click our Firefox window. Let's go ahead and enlarge it with this square button up here. That'll maximize the window for us. Okay. So as you can see, now we're at the new Firefox page. And this is what you can use to start surfing the web, and they allow you to install nice little add-ins. It's a little bit faster than Internet Explorer, and I just like it a little bit better. So what we want to start with first is, let's go ahead and get rid of this tab. So left click this X right here. This will close out our current tab, and this will bring us to the default page. It should start every time you bring up this browser. First we want to start by going to customize your Firefox. So left click that. Okay. So this is where we're going to get that add-on to safely browse the web. So we're going to scroll down. We're going to look through. These are many different things that you can do. You can install with this, and you can read about them here. I'm just going to go over one. Popular. So left click Popular. And let's go down, scroll down, and left click View All Popular Add-ons. Okay, so I'm scrolling down looking for the one that we need, and here it is, WOT Safe Browsing Tool. So we want to left click Add to Firefox over here. Should bring up a new window. Wait a couple seconds and say I want to install now. So left click install now, and it's asking us please restart Firefox to make this change be effective. So we're going to left click restart Firefox. Accept the terms of agreement. You can read through that if you like, and left click accept. Okay, this is where we have to set up this protection software. So we have three different options. If you have children, this is good to use parental control, where you can select which sites they're allowed to visit. Light will only show you which sites are poorly rated. This usually it's just really depending on how many things you want to see. There's usually how this works is there's three different circles that you'll see for each website. You'll see a green circle if the website is safe. You'll see a yellow circle, the website's kind of gotten some bad reviews, and then it'll go from there getting darker and darker, orange and red. Red is very unsafe websites that you want to stay away from. So what I would do, I recommend just keeping basic unless you have kids, and you can left click parental control. We're going to stick with basic for now, so make sure this box is selected and left click next. This is not required, but you can fill this out. But we're going to skip it for now. You can do it later if you like. This is just giving you other features like a newsletter and just updates that they have. So if you, we're going to go ahead and just left click the box up here. Okay, so this just gives you a general rundown of how the software works. This is kind of the rating. You can actually rate websites that you're on, so it adds it to their database. If you trust the website, you'll click over here in green. If the website's unsafe, you over here for trustworthiness. For vendor reliability, if you're shopping, you can rate them here. Privacy, this is just if you feel like it's not very safe as far as your passwords, and that it doesn't like it's keeping those secure. You can select whether it's good or bad here. And child safety, is it good for children to view? You can go ahead and select that here whenever you have this bar available. So what we're going to do now is go up here to our tab, and let's close out this tab. So left click on the X. And we're just going to do a quick Google search just to see how this add-on works. So let's go up to the search bar up here, left click inside, and highlight everything if it's not already highlighted, and let's type in google.com. Press enter. Now on a new page, let's just do a random search for something. Let's do, say we wanted to search for cats. Type in cats, left click search. So what you'll see here that's a little bit different than what you've seen before when surfing the web is you'll see these little circles. These little circles indicate whether the website's safe. So like I said before, green means the website's safe. If you see yellow circles, that means the website's probably not so good to be visiting, and red is definitely stay away. So as you search the web for different things, so say dogs, give it a second, it'll show you all the circles. And you can put your mouse over it, and just hover your mouse over, and you'll see whether or not it says the trustworthiness and what people have rated it. So let's say you're visiting a site, so let's go to my website up here. So let's go to the top, and let's go to tech-savvyguy.com. Press enter. I have to update my Flash player, so you may actually get this too. So what we want to do is left click to download, or bring us to a new website page. Left click download now, and if you're not getting this, you can just skip ahead in the video. This is a freshly installed Firefox. If you already had Firefox in the past, you may not be getting this, or if you already have Flash Player installed, you may not get this. So this will pop up a new window after we click install, download now, and we're going to left click save file. Once it's finished, it'll show us our files that we just got done downloading up here, and if they're finished, we're just going to double left click this. Do you want to allow the following program to install on this computer? Left click yes. I have read and agree. Left click the checkbox and left click install. So we have to close our Firefox before this can install. So let's go ahead and close, left click all the X's for our Firefox windows. Okay, so once we're closed, it'll install. And we can go back and start up our Firefox. So it puts an icon on your desktop. You can move that somewhere else if you like. For now, we can just leave it where it is. Double left click to open up Firefox. And let's go back to our search bar. Type in techsavvyguy.com. Press enter. So it should take us to my website. Okay. So here we're on my website, and it hasn't ever been rated before. As you can see by the circle up here is grayed out. This shows us what that website is rated, and this is where you can rate websites. So what I want to do is rate my website. So here is where you would select the different things for the website as far as what you would rate it. So if you rate it, if you feel it's trustworthy, you can click anywhere in here of how trustworthiness you think it is. And then vendor reliability. Let's say it's pretty good. And your privacy, pretty good. And child safety, let's say this is very safe. And once you're done, you just click the little X, and this will be saved for other users. So that's for browsing websites, the WOT add-in. So that'll always be active now whenever you're searching the web.